What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in. Boy, I tell you, boy, life will throw hands at you. Life will throw hands at you. And there's two things you're going to do: fight back or give up. So today I had a light day. I just had maybe 4 or 5 yards to cut. So when I got home from a full-time job, I took me a little hour nap. Jumped on my route. Okay. I got to my first property. I did my first property. As I was driving to the second property, I noticed my battery light came on my truck. Right? Okay. So I'm saying to myself, it's either one or two things: either this battery is about to go dead, or the alternator is going out. And as I was getting closer to my, like I say, look, I'm gonna say this: in everything, I like to give thanks to God. Because as I was headed to my second property, which is a weekend property for my client, they're only home on certain days and on weekends, right? I was headed to the property, I noticed the truck was dying out. So I was putting it in neutral, giving it gas, just trying to get to this one property because the area was so big where I can, if I had to, which I did have to, once I got my truck there, I turned my truck off and that was it. So either the truck was running only on the alternator or it was only running on the battery. I don't know. So I called my wife. I said, look, I need a jump. She come jump me, fired it up. It stayed on maybe 30 seconds and it was game over. So my wife got my daughter in the car, my baby girl with her. My other daughter about to get ready to get off the school bus in a minute. So I'm trying to get the truck cranked so I can move it out of the way and hook my trailer up to her truck so I can get it home. Now, it's a 14-foot trailer. You're not about to just pick it up with your hand and move it. So when I finally got everything situated, I literally had to use the jumper cables from her truck to mine to give it just enough gas to put it in neutral. With these newer trucks, it's a 2013, it ain't brand new. I couldn't just turn the key and put it in neutral because if the battery's dead, you're not doing nothing. So, hooked the cables up, put it in neutral. I pushed the truck out the way, backed her truck up to the trailer, hooked the trailer up, and as I got back into my wife's truck, I'm like, man, why you got, the air off? She said, well, the air stopped working. So, I said, man, ain't this something? My truck sitting here down, then the air stopped working in her truck. So, as I'm driving home, I'm thinking, it's like, you can only control what you can control, and you can only do what you can do. If it's something in my mind, screw this, let's go get a 2023 and be done with all this, right? But okay, we're gonna go spend 50, 60 grand on a newer truck because I can go buy a used truck. I got a used truck. That's what I'm having problems with now because I just got my 4-wheel drive fixed. That was $1,200. So now, I don't care if it's the battery or the alternator. I just want it fixed. But like I say, in everything, give thanks because this could have happened mid-season when everything was jumping, but it didn't. But next year, I will be getting another truck. It will not be a new truck. I'm not. I want to go buy a new truck, not a brand new truck like a 20 or a 21, and just spend that 30 grand and just get something just reliable. Crew cab, that way if my wife's truck need to go to the shop, we got another family vehicle we can move in. Then it goes back to, man, just find something for like 10, 12 grand and get it and roll with it. But then it's like, I don't want these problems. I'm tired of these problems, man. I'm sick and tired of having these problems. In a perfect world, I buy my wife a brand new truck and I get me a brand new truck. But for what I'm seeing, the people with the brand new trucks having problems. So it's a headache, man. My bad, y'all. I had to make a quick pit stop. But yeah, you look at things like this in life, and then you mix it with other personal problems you may have. And like, I see how some people, it just be a lot on them. And a lot of people can't take the pressure. But see, what I do, I'm not about to sit here and hold this pressure. I'm going to the one that can control the pressure, which is God. Now, God, if you want me to run this business, you have to give me a reliable truck, or you have to give me the means to go buy a reliable truck. And like I say, it might be something petty. It might just be a bad battery, or it might just be a bad alternator. Whatever it is, it needs to be fixed. But I do know it is one thing wrong with my truck. I never could figure out what was wrong with it. something is pulling on that battery was pulling the power source. Like if you leave that truck sitting for 3 days without starting it up, if you leave that truck sitting for 4 days without starting it up, battery dead. So it's something that's pulling on that battery where it's just sucking the juice. But what I did, and I took it to my mechanic, he couldn't figure it out. Took it to another guy, they couldn't figure it out. What I'm gonna probably end up doing is taking it to Ford and letting them run a diagnostics. Whatever y'all want to fix it, man, just fix my junk. But for the meantime, what I've been doing, end of the day, I take the positive battery post off, sit 2, 3, 4, 5, a week, 2 weeks. When it's time for me to go, put that positive back on, boom, I'm cutting. And I think that has caught up with me. So now what I'm gonna try to do this winter is get everything on that truck fixed that need to be fixed. So I'm just gonna, I got my battery right now getting charged. They say I need a new battery, but buy a new battery. But it is going in the shop Monday. I don't care if I need one or not. Put me a new alternator on there. Then it's gonna leave the shop, it's gonna go to Ford. Run this diagnostics and tell me what's wrong with this truck and go from there. But and you know, in the moment you be mad and you'll be like, I see why people just buy new trucks. Because I was watching this young guy on YouTube and he say he leases trucks. But it's no way around it. You're not gonna have a perfect setup. Like, this is part of the grind. You'll look back on these days and like, man, I remember when I was going through that. Because back when I first started, not gonna say when I first started, I was working out of my old truck, and my old truck would break down. It was 86 C10 Silverado, whatever. It would break down so much that it was just it drains you, and it's just frustrating. And I was finally able to get enough money put up to go buy the F250. And when I bought the F250, it was a game changer. It was reliable. I could pull my trailer. It was just, this is perfect. But as time goes on, like if I'm not mistaken, I've had that F250 now for about a good 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And the only problem I had out of that truck, out of the past 3-4 years, is the problems I'm having now. 4-wheel drive went out. Like I say, I got that fixed. That was $1,200. And now this battery issue. Something pulling on this battery. I don't know what it is, but I've been using a temporary fix. So I'm going to get all of this situated and taken care of. But see, that's why I be saying you got to stay on the grind, because who can I call? Hey, my truck got to go in the shop. I need some money. And it's not on the next man. It's on me. All of this is part of running the business. All of this is part of running the business. You're not going to start a business and everything's smooth sailing. See, nobody sees this. Nobody see me in my wife's truck with the car seats in the back. Y'all can see that cage back there, pulling the trailer, going to work. Nobody see this part of the grind. But this is part of it. This is part of it. This is when you find out if you really want it or not. Because you got to constantly spend money. Now, your prices should be right where you are making money. So the hit shouldn't be as bad. But then you look at it, man, I just spent $1,200 on a 4-wheel drive. Then I spent another $150 to get a battery. Now I'm spending another $150 for the alternator. Pay this guy $100 to put it on. And then I gotta take it to Ford to see what's wrong with this. That's part of it. Yeah, I can run out and go finance a 2023 F250 crew cab, 6.2 gas. I'm gonna be paying $700-800 a month, but you know you got a good truck and it's all a write-off. And that sound awesome. That do. I would love to go do that, but then you got to look at, okay, let's sit down and do the math on all this. You about to up your bill. You about to up your monthly bill, extra $800, then an extra $200 for insurance. So your monthly bill about to get up to $1,000, which isn't bad for a reliable truck where you don't have to worry about nothing. But next year, if God say the same, I'm gonna get me a 17 or 18 F250 crew cab. There's no way around it. I need another truck. Because when I'm in the middle of the summer, and the heat is on, and my truck go down, this right here, this truck I'm in right now is not gonna be able to get the business. Because I had to take a motor off to actually use this to pull my trailer because it's so much weight. I feel it when I get to a light and ease on the brakes. I feel it. This is part of it. This is part of the grind. I don't mind this. This is what makes you tougher. This is what makes you stronger. This is what makes you push through. And this is what makes you say, my price is this, and this is why my price is this. Because for the past 9 to 10 years, I've been putting in the grind, making this stuff happen, getting it to work. And when you finally, and when you look up and the dust settles, and you got a 20, and look, when you look up, when you done put in the grind, like I've been doing this since 2014. When you look up and you done put in the grind, man, I used to work out of 86 Silverado. Then I started working out of my 07 Chevy truck. Then I got a 2013 F-250. See, nobody sees the beginning stages. They just see you in traffic with your name on your truck and you riding. And then they'll look up and say, oh, Gibson Business is doing good because he went and bought a new truck. They just look up, see me in traffic. I'm in a 2018 F-250 crew cab. Oh, his business growing. Not knowing, no, I'm having too many. I've been having back-to-back issues with my other truck, so I needed to buy a reliable truck. And then they see, oh, he got a new mower, he growing. Now I was having problems with this mower, so I had to upgrade mowers. Then you go get a dump trailer, man, he making money. Nah, I got tired of hand unloading my trailer, hurting my back, so I bought a dump trailer to make it easy. Man, he got a shop now on side of Highway 90, Gibson's Lawn Service. Man, he growing. Nah, my neighbors been complaining too much, and they done called the city on me because I'm running a business out of my house because I got 2 work trucks there, a dump trailer, a mowing trailer, and then I got an employee meet me at the house. It's too much traffic, and they done called the people on me, so I had to buy a shop. See, nobody sees that part of the grind. They just see your little highlights in life. But little do they know, okay, yeah, I'm in a newer truck, but that truck $800 a month. Okay, I got a dump trailer, but that's $300 a month. Okay, I got a shop, but that's $1,200 a month. See, the things add up. That's why I say in business you can't be cheap. You got to come on with that price. See, this don't look. I don't have any pride to swallow because forget pride. I ain't got no pride to swallow. I'm humble. See, being in this truck right here, my wife's truck cutting grass, this don't bother me at all. But I know I can't keep her truck tied up because she need her truck. This don't bother me one single bit. I guess I'll go there since you driving slow, sir. Honestly, man, I'm going to be honest. I'd be happy in a 90s model truck as long as it's reliable. That's the thing. As things get older, they tend to stop being reliable unless you just going to keep dumping money into it. And I'm not saying my work truck is a bad truck. It's just it's just time for maintenance. It's part of it. It's time for maintenance. Like right now, I need to go buy a welding machine so I can fix the gate on my trailer because the mesh is starting to hang and I need to weld that back down. You see, as time goes on, things need to be repaired, things need to be fixed, and you have to spend money. There's no cheap way out. There's only one way out of this situation. You got to grind your way out. There's nobody you can call. Just get on your knees, pray to the Lord, and grind your way out. I'm not looking for no handout in this situation. Whatever it costs to get my stuff fixed, get it fixed. But what if it's so high you don't have the money? Go get a loan, get it fixed. Listen, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You know what I can do? I can say, man, I'm going to sell my truck, sell my equipment, and just keep a full-time job, and I ain't got to worry about none of that. That's the chump way out. I'm not taking no chump way out. I'm going one way with this, and that's up. And that's up. So it is what it is. I'm about to get back on the grind. I got some leaves to mulch. I got one more property to do. Then I'm going to go home and get my wife, get that battery, put it in that truck, see if that baby fire up, and we going to go from there. We going to go from there. I love the grind. I love the grit. I love the struggle. I love the hard part. Because, see, when I get to the easy part, I'm going to enjoy it because I worked hard to get here. I've been through the struggle and the hard part. So when you tell me it must be nice, yeah, it is nice. It is nice when I walk out my front door, jump in the truck. I know without a doubt it's going to fire up because it's new. Yeah, it is nice when I drop the gate on that trailer, jump on that new mower and turn the key, and I'm not going to have a single problem because it's brand new. It is nice when I wake up at the end of the day, when I send out all them invoices, and I wake up the following day and I'm paid. It is nice because it took 9 to 10 to 15 years to get here. I don't apologize for the grind, and I don't apologize for elevating, because when I was at the bottom struggling, when I'm having truck problems, I'm not crying about it. I'm not apologizing about it. I'm not reaching out for you to help me. I'm just thinking on my feet, trying to figure it out and keep going. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, hey, we're going to go from here, get back on the grind. Y'all stay motivated and stay on the grind. And drop me some motivational comments on this video. Peace.